Before starting engine, pre-flight inspection complete. Seatbelts. Oh. Okay. Fuel shut off on. It's on. Really is off. Circuit breakers. What's this? Oh.
Some of these are pull circuit breakers, so we would pull this if we don't want the alternator, which there'd be a chance where we would want that, unless of course if there was like an excessive rate of charge. So let's say that needle was already to the plus side, and we don't want the electrolyte to burn up the battery, so we would turn off the alternator and then we probably pull the circuit breaker. So some of these are pull type, so we have control, but some of these are push type, so they will automatically come out, and then we'll have to push it in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's best practice that if we have a circuit breaker that's popped, if we reset it, we don't reset it 3 or 4 times. If it pops back out again, we're not going to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a story about a pilot who just kept doing that, and then the circuitry fried, and he ended up catching on fire or something like that.
Okay.
Like it ended up like burning through the switch, and he like caught his hand on fire. So that's why we don't want to like keep pressing it in. But some of these are just so we have control over. And I think the alternator is the only one that we can pull to stop, and everything else it's just gonna pop out. But circuit breakers are all in, and they're looking good.
Okay. Brakes. Test and set.
Yep. I got power suppression.
Circuit breakers checking. Starting engine. Extra rich. Cover heat cold. Prime.
Alright, we're clear left to center, center to right. Go ahead and yell it.
Yeah, prop! Is that right one?
Yeah.
That's the switch on. This is the switch.
Got it. Okay, cool. Sky 405 Sierra Papa for entire runway 24 left, taxi at Golf Echo.
Okay. Oil pressure, check. Yep. Parking brake set. Cabin door. Oh, no, this is before checker.
Right, so what radio frequency are we going to tune over to? You can just say the general name of it.
It's the ground.
No, before that, we need to get information for the airport.
Oh,
so what's that called?
ATIS.
ATIS, okay.
Yeah.
That is on 125.25. Go ahead and twist this knob to that frequency. 0.2. Nope. Got it right. Nope, not the way.
Oh,
125, and then use the small knob, twisting it. There you go. Nope, other way. We want 125.25, and then go ahead and press that white button.
Hazardous weather information for Ohio, Pennsylvania Lake area, available on flight service frequency. All aircraft use caution for birds on and around the airport. Use caution for cranes and ship masts in the harbor. All VFR aircraft remain outside cruising class private airspace. Advise and others contact your information India.
Information India.
Yep. Present time information India, time 13530. Wind at 160 at 3, visibility 10. Sky condition few clouds at 10,000. Temperature 2.3, altimeter 29 at 90. ILS runway 24 right approach in use, landing and departing runway 24 right and 24 left. Norms and advisories, runway 24 right on approach, not authorized. 80-foot temporary structure, half mile southwest of runway 6 right. 130-foot high crane, half mile southwest of runway 6 right. Hazardous weather information for Ohio, Pennsylvania Lake area, available on flight service frequency. All aircraft use caution for birds on and around the airport. Use caution for cranes and ship masts in the harbor. All VFR aircraft remain outside cruising class private airspace. Advise and others contact your information India.
You good? You want to listen to it one more
Present
time?
information India, time 13530. Wind at 160 at 3, visibility 10. Sky condition few clouds at 10,000. Temperature 2.3, altimeter 29 at 90. ILS runway 24 right approach in use, landing and departing runway 24 right and 24 left. Norms and advisories, runway 24 right on approach, not authorized. 80-foot temporary structure, half mile southwest of runway 6 right. 130-foot high crane, half mile southwest of runway 6 right. Hazardous weather information for Ohio, Pennsylvania Lake area, available on flight service frequency. All aircraft use caution for birds on and around the airport. Use caution for cranes and ship masts.
Okay, you good?
Yeah, I agree.
Right. Now we're going to tune to Lakefront
Advise and
Ground.
others contact your information India.
Frequency is going to be 121.90. Okay?
120.
Present time information India, time 13530. Wind at 160 at 3, visibility 10. Sky condition.
Okay, now, you ready?
Yep.
We are going to say Lakefront Ground, Cessna 4649er Mike, at TNG with information India, ready to taxi.
Yep. Lakefront ground, Cessnas 4649 Mike at TNG, ready for taxi with information India.
Cessna 4649 Mike, open ground, runway 24 left, taxi at Golf Echo, say directional flight.
Northeast bound. 24 left via Golf and Echo, northeast bound.
24 left, Golf and Echo, departure northeast bound. 4649 Mike.
Roger.
Okay, not bad. Alright, now let's test our brakes. Test your brakes first. Go ahead and do that for me. Got a little bit of power. Alright, now I'm going to test my side, my flight controls. Okay, my brakes work. Take us out.
Go ahead.
Quebec, 4050 Papa, Lakefront Tower, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff, make right turn out. Impact Sierra Papa, cross over the airport at midfield.
Did they say make lake turnout?
They said make right turn out, and then they're going to report midfield. So what that's telling us is they're probably going to depart to the south. So they're just going to turn right, and they're going to be over lake, and they're going to keep turning right, and then midfield are going to be southbound.
Yeah, okay.
Now what's interesting is if you look at that windsock, and I saw it the other one over there,
Yeah.
it seems like that we have a crosswind. However, it looks like it's coming from the north. I think the winds were like, 160 or something like that?
Yeah.
That's almost to the south, so isn't that strange? Alright, go ahead and slow up. My flight controls.
No flight controls.
So, we just want to taxi into the direction of the wind. And we're just going to use the windsock. It's very different from the ATIS information. The windsock is right there. See it?
Okay. Yeah.
But you know what? This is the most up-to-date information. What you wrote down, that happened whenever they recorded it. So we're going to use the windsock. Okay, so go ahead and take over.
Okay, my flight controls.
Alright, your flight controls.
Okay, before takeoff, parking brake set, cabin doors closed and latch.
Close and latch on my side.
Flight controls, green correct. Left side up, right side down, right side up, left side down. Elevator up, elevator down. Rudder left, rudder right.
You got those mixed up, but that's okay.
I did. Right instrument. Looking good. Turn coordinator. A little bit. Perimeter is 299er 90. Looking good. What is this?
We don't care about this. This is a VOR receiver.
Okay.
We will be using this, but only to track a VOR, so that's just navigation equipment on the ground, but we have yet to get into like cross-country planning and things like that, so no need to worry about that.
Okay. Turn coordinator. Good. This guy.
Now look at that heading indicator. Wow, that is way off.
That's like 33, 34, 35.
Yep, 350. Man, that is so off.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You have a heading of 170. That's almost south. This is almost north.
I was looking like down here.
Yeah. That's probably what the other guy was thinking.
Yeah, probably.
I've never seen a heading indicator that off before. Okay,
Got it.
good.
Vertical speed, look good. Fuel shut-off valve on.
Alright.
Extra rich. Elevator trim takeoff. Throttle 17,500.
Yep. Go ahead.
Magnetos. Left. Right. Both. Left. Looking good. Go ready to heat. Looks good. Engine instruments. Oil temperature, good. Oil pressure, good.
Yep.
And meter, go, good. Suction gauge.
Vector 450, Lakeland Tower, good morning, runway 248, clear line.
That's alright. We don't care about that.
Throttle, 1,000.
Roger.
Yeah, that could be the reason why the heading indicator was so off, because the suction gauge controls our indicator and our heading indicator. So if that doesn't work, then whatever. We still got the magnetic compass. We're flying visually, so we don't need this.
Okay.
So even though we'd like those instruments to work, they might not be working. And if we see this just kind of spin, and we see that spin, then we'll just write it up, and we'll have the mechanic fix it.
Okay.
Okay?
Stroke light. Rotor friction lock. Do you want to adjust it?
No, you're good.
Okay, where to go? Brake release.
Okay, well, hold on. We got to tune over to Lakefront Tower, so 124.3. Again, tell them who we are, where we are, what we want to do.
Okay.
We are Cessna 4649 Mike, holding short of runway 24 left at Echo, and you can look at that.
Yep.
Ready for departure. Okay?
Yep.
Think you can do it? But let's not do that yet because there's traffic on final approach. So we're going to wait for them to land. They might even be landing on the other runway.
Okay.
But no sense in calling and creating a conflict. So we're going to hang on a second. I'm kind of guessing that they're going to land runway 24 left. So we just want to make sure that they get on the ground safe and we get off the ground safe. Kind of hard to tell. Oh, I guess they're landing on 24 right. Okay, call them up.
Okay. Lakefront Tower, Cessna 4649 Mike, holding short of 24 left at Echo, ready for departure.
Cessna 49 Mike, Lakefront Tower, hold short, only 24 left. I'm going to get this Gulfstream across.
Okay, hold short 24 left.
Hold short 24 left, 4649 Mike.
Yeah, I like this air traffic controller. I remember this one guy, he was a real dickhead because I made the same radio transmission, and when
Check 450, make a left at the end at Alpha, cross runway 24 left to taxi the signature.
And what I got was, well, I don't know why you would call me because we have a
turn here at Alpha, crossing 24 left.
I'll tell you later.
2 signature with you, FlexJet 450.
So he's going to cross runway 24 left, and then as soon as he crosses the hold short line, then he'll clear us for takeoff, but we do not need to ask him again.
This is 400 Mike, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Make right turn out for northeast departure.
Right turn out, clear for takeoff, 4649 Mike.
And clear for takeoff, 24 left, 4649 Mike. Always say the runway. Okay, I'm taking a last peek at that windsock. Looks like it's blowing more towards the runway, which is good. Gotta get on center line. And advance the throttle. Immediately we gotta get on that right rudder, just because of the torque.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna take out that crosswind correction. Right. There's 50 knots. We're gonna rotate that.
Yep.
And we're gonna climb out, best climb, 6 or 7 knots. Yeah, so that airplane belongs to a company called FlexJet.
Yeah.
And FlexJet is a company that I used to work for. I used to be a dispatcher, so I probably know those pilots. But I'm definitely going to give them a call once I get my hours. They fly Gulfstreams and Challengers. They fly really serious aircraft. Alright, why don't you go ahead and take over your flight controls.
Flight control.
Alright, we're about 500 feet, so go ahead and give me a right turn.
Sure.
Right turn out. Very good. You saw that boat out there and thought, well, I'm going to turn on it. That's good. Okay. I think we're far enough away from the airport. You can go ahead and give me another right turn to the northeast. the nose up because we want to be climbing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
76.
go ahead and use some trim to help you out with that. Alright, just get up to 2,500 feet for now.
2,500.
Yep.
Really nice today.
Yep, smooth. It just kind of goes to show you that the season is turning.
Yeah.
I had to cancel on 2 of my Discovery flights yesterday just because of low ceilings.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, yeah, it looks almost like a summer day. Now it's a little bit colder, but, really nice and smooth. And look, you can even see someone took the boat out today.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the summertime, you'll see like 100 boats on this lake.
Understand. Understand that.
Alright, go ahead. You set your pitch, set your power now, because right now we're almost redlining it, so walk it back on the power. Okay, that's good. And then now set your trim. Pitch, power, trim.
In that
order.
Pitch, power, trim.
Yep.
What is that thing flashing down there?
What's up?
There's something flashing down there.
Yeah, those are the specs out there. So, regulations state that any tower structure above like 500 feet has to be lighted in some way. So that's why you'll see like cell phone towers with flashing lights. That's why you'll see that with flashing lights. And that's only for us, for pilots.
Okay.
Okay, we have exited the Cleveland Class Bravo airspace. We're 3,000 feet, so go ahead and give me a climb. So, go ahead, climb with full power, set your pitch, set your power, and then set your trim. I got 6521 Quebec off our right wingtip. Looks like they are heading southwest. Kind of hard to see, almost at our 4 o'clock now. But no worries, they are a few miles away. Now let's go ahead and tune over to 118.5. This is Cuyahoga County, say, County Tower. Cessna 4649 Mike at 3,000 feet, requesting north side transition.
Do you want me to stay at 3,000 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and make that call.
County Tower, 4649 Mike at
3,000, requesting north side transition.
Okay, request north side transition. County Tower 4649 Mike at 3000 requesting north side transition.
Here, my flight controls for a minute.
Flight controls.
We haven't received a okay yet, so we're going to avoid their airspace. You pressed down the button, right?
Yeah.
Okay, weird, they haven't gone back to us. Let's back down to 3000. So you see where our airplane is right here?
Yeah.
We're not even, our wingtip is touching the wing, but our airplane is not in their airspace. We want to make sure until they get back to us. So it looks like what they did is they just missed that radio call. So we will try them again, and I'll try
Columbia 105 Romeo Golf County, good morning. Wind calm, altimeter 2990. Runway 24, taxi via Victor, uniform, Alpha 3 and Alpha.
So he's just busy right now.
Cross runway 24.
And County Tower, Cessna 4649 Mike at 3000 northeastbound. Request a northside transition.
4649 Mike, clear through Delta airspace, county altimeter 2990.
Clear through the Delta, altimeter 2990, 4649 Mike. Okay, your flight controls. Yeah, so he was just busy. I mean, he had to give one of the airplanes a rather complicated taxi instruction, so he had to think about that. He can ignore us. There's nothing that says he has to get right back to us, but we cannot enter their airspace unless they say our tail number. So if they say our tail number, we're cleared through the airspace, unless they specifically say, hey, don't fly through our airspace because it's crazy right now.
Yep, got it.
But basically we want to make sure that we're cleared through their north side of their airspace, so that's why we always call them. Okay, now let's set up for straight and level flight. So constant heading, constant altitude. Go ahead and pick your landmark reference, note the heading, and give me straight and level flight, okay?
Yep. Yeah, I picked that smokestack all the way over there.
Okay, good. Now I'm going to do something. Take your hand off the throttle for a minute. I want you to maintain 3,100 feet. Okay. So I set the power. You're saying your pitch. What do you do now? Trim. Trim. So now I reduce power, you have to set your pitch, and then set your trim.
Yep.
You're gonna need those up trim. Up, other way. Oh, up, other way. Yeah. It's opposite, right?
Yeah.
You gotta go down in order for the nose to come up, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and set that pitch a little bit more. See, we're losing about 80 feet. Okay, go ahead and return to straight and level flight with normal power setting. Okay, so you see how that works? We set our pitch, power, and then trim.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead and give me some clearing turns before we do slow flight. So, do your first clearing turn to the right. Looking left right, we're clearing right. No observed traffic. Nothing on the ADS-B. We're good.
150, right?
Yeah, 150 will do. go ahead.
Somebody check for a stuck mic in county.
Go ahead and go back to our original heading. 060. Good. Someone's keying their mic and not saying anything. That does happen sometimes, but we're clear of their airspace. So we will tune over to Lost Nation. Okay, now go ahead and set me up for slow flight. You want me to demonstrate, or do you think you can do it?
I can do it.
Okay, good.
I'll read on. Go back to 1800.
Okay. Okay, you're in the wire. What next?
Wired up. 10. 20. 30.
Go ahead and use some power. Alright, we got the stall warning horn. We want our target airspeed to be about 45, 50 knots.
Okay.
Now remember, you know, we gotta step on that ball, right? It's displaced a little to the right. We gotta use the right rudder pressure. Okay. Go ahead and give me a turn back to 150 on our right.
Okay.
But remember, you gotta keep on that right rudder pressure. Right now I think we're neutral. Gotta fly that airplane coordinated. Go ahead. Right rudder, right rudder, right rudder. And coordinated, right? Alright. So you hear that stall warning horn as soon as we did that?
Yeah.
So the reason for that is because we had, we were going to do an adverse stall. So I'll explain that on the ground. Basically, we were going to stall one wing when we jerk the flight controls that way. So we got to be really steady with what we're doing here, okay? Just very slow, like. Go ahead and give me a turn in the other direction. I still need some right rudder pressure, right?
Yeah.
For those left turning tendencies, even though we're turning left. Up. Pitch down, pitch down, pitch down, pitch down. Okay. Now turn up. Okay, go ahead and clean up the airplane. Full power. Get the airplane flying again, nose down. Okay, airspeed's coming alive. Go ahead and raise the flaps. Okay, not bad, but let me just go ahead and demonstrate this. Alright, so I'm at a heading of 060 at 3,000 feet. I'm getting up to cruise, and very first thing I do, RP'd out. I was going to come back, 1700. I'm in the wide arc, 10 degrees flaps. I'm going to anticipate with low back pressure. You see the vertical speed indicator getting a little low?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do 20 degrees flaps. I'm in the region of reverse command, so as soon as I put down 20 degrees of flaps, I'm going to get up to 2,000 RPM. And look at that, we're just holding the altitude just fine. Now I'm going to dump my last notch of flaps. I'm going to try to reach for 50 knots, my target airspeed. And do you feel me on the right rudder?
Yeah.
Well, look at our turn coordinator. Look, we're perfectly coordinated. It's right there in the center. That's exactly what we want. We always want to fly the airplane coordinated. Just bumping up the power a little bit since we lost a little bit of altitude. About 50 feet. I'm looking right. I'm clearing right. Right aileron. And even more right rudder. That ball's displaced even more. We gotta use more right rudder. And turn onto a heading of 150 with opposite airline. Oh, got the stall warning horn a little bit there. Again, we had that stall warning horn when we tried to roll out. I'll explain that when we're on the ground. I'm looking left. I'm clearing left. Left aileron, and wait a minute. I'm not even using left rudder. That's just because of those left turning tendencies. The airplane's going to want to turn left because of the prop. So I'm still on my right rudder, and look at that. We're coordinated.
Yeah.
Okay, back on our heading of 060, we're going to check the altimeter one more time. It's right there at 3,000. And I'm going to clamp the airplane. Full power, carb heat in. I'm going to use some nose down pressure. I'm going to check my airspeed, make sure it's coming alive, 55, 60 knots, then I'm going to raise the flaps. I'm going to anticipate the change in lift and use some back pressure. I'm still on 3,000 feet. Okay, so go ahead and just do that one more time for me. Your flight controls. My flight controls. Your flight controls.
I'm going to get down to 3,000 first.
Okay. Go ahead and pull back on throttle a little bit because that's why we're climbing. Okay, so here we are. We're starting this at cruise. Go ahead and give me a slow flight.
Okay, I'll lead on.
10 traffic, 10 first to beam the grain elevator, 10 traffic.
Pulling some power. We're also pulling back on the yoke, right? With the reduced power setting. Okay, we're in the wide arc. Go ahead and give me some flap. You can bump up the throttle a little bit. We're at 1,500 right now. Okay. Okay, we're at 30 degrees of flaps. We're going to shoot for a target airspeed of 50 knots, which is what we are on right now. Go ahead and maintain this for me. Just do what you're doing. Just maintain that. You got to make any changes in pitch power, go right ahead. I want you to maintain this for a little bit. Okay. Now you might not know this, but you're pulling some power out, so make sure that we're on 2,000 RPM. Got a little loss in altitude. And what I like to do is when you have that new power setting, adjust the friction lock so you don't pull it out or push it in. See, right now this is perfect because we're at 50 knots. We're maintaining our altitude, 2,000 RPM. Got a little bit of stall warning horn. Okay, now go ahead and give me a turn to the right. So, yep, 150 heading. Very slow and shallow turn. You're walking that power back. You don't know it, but you're pulling it back. Right. Keep coming through the turn. Okay, we're at 150. Go ahead and take a look over your left wingtip. And then go ahead and turn. Oh. Nose down. Anytime you hear that stall warning horn, just nose down for me. Okay. We were getting like around 40 knots, and that's near stall speed. The whole point of practicing slow flight is so we don't do unintentional stalls.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now go ahead, get me back up to 3,000 feet. What are we going to do? Power. Power. And the region of reverse command, power is now going to control altitude.
10 traffic, 10-6, turning down.
I got an idea. Why don't you give me full power all the way? Full power. Okay, go ahead and clean up the airplane. Repeat off. Okay. Airspeed's coming alive, go ahead and raise those flaps. Okay, now we're going to anticipate the change in lift. We're just going to use a little bit of back pressure. We don't got to do anything jerky, just you can control this airplane with your thumb and your index finger. Okay?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and turn me back over to that airport that we passed. So just go ahead, give me a left turn. Just pull back on the throttle because we're redlining it.
10 traffic, 10-6, sending boost, runway 19, 10 traffic.
Go ahead and pull a little bit more power. Give me around 2400 RPM. That's good. Alright, point the nose of that airplane to the airport right there.
Runway 19, 10 traffic.
See it? See those runways right there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make it easier because it's reflecting, so do that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do power off stall. So go ahead, just like slow flight, just go ahead and set up for it. We're going to note our heading. We're at a 250 and we're at 3,000 feet. All right. Go ahead and walk me through a power off stall.
Okay.
Unless you want me to demonstrate first.
I can do it.
Okay, good.
So slow flight first.
Repeat off. Throttle back to 1700. And we are immediately in the weather. Go ahead and give me some flap. 10 degrees of flaps, 5 degrees of flaps, 30 degrees of flaps. Okay, so stay on that right rudder, make sure that ball is centered. And go ahead and idle the engine. Power idle, and then pitch for the stall. Okay, now remember when we introduce that power, we're going to have to be right on the rudder.
Yep.
Okay, not bad. You recovered pretty much at the first indication. I didn't get the full buffer, but hey, that's okay because if we're in the traffic pattern, you hear the stall warning horn, you recover. You recover with pitch, power, and then you raise the flaps, you do a go around. Okay, now go ahead and set me up for a power on stall.
Okay.
Very simple setup.
Gotta get back to 50 knots.
That's okay, you don't have to worry about that. Just idle the engine, all the way to idle, and then just pitch for the stall. Make sure we don't lose any altitude. We're just trying to stretch this glide, and we're going to see how that works for us. Okay, got that stall warning horn, okay. Added full power, and we're going to do our climb out. Okay, again, not bad. We didn't prolong the stalled condition, but that's okay because that's what we're practicing for. When we practice stalls, we practice recoveries. So that's the main reason why we do it. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this, my flight controls. My flight controls, and I'm going to do a steep turn. I know that we practiced these last time. A little bit more involved, a little bit, faster. Let me get back down to 3,000 feet here. Okay, a little bumpy over the land, that's alright. Alright, so here we are at put it at 260 heading. We're at cruise, and gonna go to the left first. So I'm looking left, I'm clearing left, left aileron, left rudder. I'm passing 30 degrees. I'm gonna give it some power. I'm gonna establish my bank, 45 degrees on the attitude indicator. I'm also gonna note how this looks, because it looks like we're intercepting the horizon at a 45 degree angle, right?
Yeah. It does look like it, yeah.
Okay, I'm getting a little bit of altitude. I'm going to relax the back pressure, let the airplane's nose come down. Now I'm descending, so I'm going to use some more back pressure. So very small adjustments here. And I'm going to roll out on my heading. And then I'm going to relax a little bit of that throttle. And here we are, back at 250, 260, and then back at 3,000. Okay. So go ahead and try that for me.
Also left.
Yep, go to the left. Raise some left wing, left aileron, a left rudder. Past at 30 degrees, we're going to add some power. Even more bank, more bank. Come on, more bank, more bank. There you go, that's the sweet spot right there. Alright, now give more back pressure. There we go, now we're starting to feel this juice. Still losing a little bit of altitude, so go ahead and give me some more back pressure. Don't be afraid to use it. Alright, roll out for me. Okay, and then pull back on throttle. Okay, not bad. Go ahead and try that for me again in the same direction, okay?
Okay.
Okay, 30 degrees. Gonna add power. Good, this is good. Maintain 3,000, 45-degree angle bank. Fantastic. Okay, go ahead and roll out. And then reduce the throttle. And then just relax the back pressure. Now every part of that maneuver was good except at the end of it we climbed 100 feet. So when you roll out, pull back on the throttle and then just relax because we're like this, right? Just relax that back pressure. Okay? So every other part of that maneuver was good. Go ahead and try that this time to the right, okay?
Got it.
Alright, good.
Traffic 10-6 down 1 runway 19, check traffic.
Okay, good. I like it. Okay, just keep flying the airplane. I'm going to check the local winds here. We'll see if we can get into turns around a point. Okay, 2603 knots. Yeah, that's not really that much, but that's all right. Okay. Do you see the blue water towers over there?
Yes.
We're going to turn around that point, okay?
Okay.
But remember, we're going to have to enter on a downwind, so go ahead and get me down to altitude.
So 260, so I want to like face it back.
Exactly, yeah.
Do we want to get to the other side or?
Yeah. And I can demonstrate this maneuver. I'll go ahead and do that. Red flag controls.
Red flag controls.
Now I am close to this airport here, but winds are blowing at 230, so they'll be using this runway, or at least they should. Another thing is, new toy here.
10 traffic, 10-6, final, runway 19, 10 traffic.
Yep, I got some traffic, but they're like 10 miles away from us, so no big deal. So actually, I think I'm going to use that water tower, you know, the one that looks like a golf ball on a golf tee.
Yep.
Just because I can set up on the downwind easier. So I'm going to get down to about 2,000 feet. The field elevation here is a little bit higher. It's about 1,000 feet, 1,100 feet. So 2,100, 2,000 feet is good enough. So I'm always visualizing where that wind is coming from. Right now it's coming from off our right wing tip. Now the reason why it's starting to get a little bumpy is because we're going over, you know, roadways and buildings. This maneuver can get a little bumpy, but basically we just want to track out a quarter mile before we turn inbound. Okay, so I'm going to maintain this heading. We have a downwind heading of 060, so it's pretty much 180 degrees off of where the wind is blowing. So I'm just going to maintain this heading, going to round out these bumps, and as soon as we get a beam, the tower, we're going to start turning inbound. Okay. Okay, so we're beaming the tower. We're going to just turn around. It turns around a point. Now, immediately I'm going to establish my steepest angle of bank because I'm on the downwind. Remember, the wind is pushing us away from our point. We want to maintain a quarter-mile radius around it. So, visualizing where the wind is coming from, very important in this maneuver. And also, I should be maintaining the same altitude, so I'm just a little bit low. So I'm going to adjust power. Now it's turning from a downwind to a crosswind, and then eventually it will turn into an upwind. So we're going to start with the steepest angle of bank, and then transition to ever more shallow angle of bank. Alright, so now we're pretty much facing a headwind, and my wings are nearly level. We're still coming around this turn. However, you're now going to start to notice that the airplane is going to be pushed towards our point, and we still want to maintain that quarter-mile radius. And you can use landmarks, like you can use this road. That's about maybe a quarter mile, maybe a few more buildings, you know, to the west, so that you can turn around.
City traffic, 2-minute warning, skydive 15,000, 2 minutes, Grove City.
So the only thing we're doing is we're making a circle around this point. Very simple. We're just taking into account the winds. Where they're coming from, how fast they're blowing. Right now the winds are light, so this is going to be easy demonstration for today, but you might have some very strong winds. Okay, do you want to go ahead and take over the airplane?
Yes.
Alright, your airplane.
My airplane.
You'll just do the same thing I did. just like when we enter on the downwind, we also exit on the downwind as well.
Traffic 1064 is 45 downwind, 19, it's crossing traffic report.
Having in progress at 15,000, look out below.
Traffic 1063 taking off, will be enter northeast right now, over there.
Okay, not bad. The only thing I'll say is that we never do this maneuver at reduced power, saying it's always at cruise, and that's why we lost 300 feet. But that's okay, because we're just demonstrating this for today, and we'll do it next time. So go ahead and get me back to Burke Lakefront, and what you can do is you can just fly over the shoreline, okay?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, give me a left turn out. Go ahead, get me back up to, let's go 2,500 feet, okay?
You said?
2,500.
Yeah.
Grove City traffic, 10-0 Papa Alpha 3 south, left traffic, runway 28 Grove City. Grove City traffic, 10-0 Papa Alpha, left downwind, runway 28.
Traffic 1063 is 45 downwind, 19.
Grove City traffic, 10-0 Papa Alpha, left station, runway 28.
Traffic 1063 is turning downwind, runway 19.
go ahead and sidestep right on those stacks, okay?
Yep.
Just over the lake. Okay. Let's go with the power to 2400. Let's get there a little quicker.
10,063, Senator 119.
Good.
That's runway 24 right approaching east, landing in departing runway 24 right and 24 left. Terms and advisories, runway 24 right, RNAV approach, not authorized. 80-foot temporary structure, half-mile southwest of runway 6 right. 130-foot high crane, half-mile southwest of runway 6 right. Hazardous weather information for Ohio, Pennsylvania Lake area, available on flight service frequency. All aircraft use caution for birds on and around the airport. Use caution for cranes and ship masts in the harbor. All VFR aircraft remain outside equivalent class above airspace. Advising there's contact information, Juliet.
Okay, so it's changed to information Juliet. We'll give it one more listen.
Information Juliet, time 14530. Wind 320 at 4, visibility 10, sky condition. Ceiling 9,000 broken. Temperature 142.5, altimeter 2990. ILS runway 24 right approaching east, landing in departing runway 24 right and 24 left. Terms and advisories, runway 24 right, RNAV approach, not authorized. 80-foot temporary structure, half-mile southwest of runway 6 right. 130-foot high crane, half-mile southwest of runway 6 right. Hazardous weather information for Ohio, Pennsylvania Lake area, available on flight service frequency. All aircraft use caution for birds on and around the airport. Use caution for cranes and ship masts in the harbor. All VFR aircraft remain outside equivalent class above airspace. Advising there's contact information, Juliet.
Tower, Cessna 4649 Mike. We are north of the field at 2,700 southwest bound, returning to Lake Bryan, request transition.
This is 4649 Mike, cleared through Delta airspace, county altimeter is 2990.
Clear through Delta altimeter 2990, 4649 Mike. Go ahead and descend down to 2,000 feet, okay? County Tower, request for exchange for 4649 Mike.
49 Mike, frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Frequency change approved, good day, 4649 Mike. Good. And Lakeport Tower, Cessna 4649 Mike. We are 7 miles to the northeast at 2000, requesting full stop.
Cessna 4649 Mike, Lakeport Tower, good afternoon. You on the report a 3 mile final for runway 24 left.
Report 3 mile final for runway 24 left, and we have information Juliet for 4649 Mike. Okay, I'll go ahead and take over my airplane.
Your airplane.
Actually, go ahead and take over. I should keep this out just because we have traffic in the pattern. Okay, I can go ahead and take over now.
Okay, your airplane.
Tower, 4649 Mike on 3 mile final, 24 left.
Mike, runway 24 left, clear land.
Clear land, runway 24 left, 4649 Mike.
Mike, traffic is a Cessna in the right traffic pattern, for runway 24 right.
Affirmative, we'll be looking for that traffic, 4649 Mike. So why don't you go ahead as soon
Cessna for Whiskey Delta, traffic is a Cessna on a 2.5 mile final for runway 24 left.
When we get closer to the runway,
Traffic for Whiskey Delta.
try to spot that traffic. They should be over here. Okay, we're going to do a before landing check, so make sure it's rich. Heartbeat's going to come on. Seatbelt show house just locked if you need to. I'm good.
Yep.
And we're going to reduce power, 1700. Now that other traffic is going to land on the right runway. We're going to land on the left runway. Pull the power back. We're in the wide arc and flaps. So it's going to be kind of hard to see them at first, but you'll get good at it.
Tracking site, turning base, 4 Whiskey Delta.
Okay, they have us in sight.
Service drop there, Roger. Runway 24 right, clear for the option.
Runway 24 right, clear for the option, 4 Whiskey Delta.
Oh, that's okay. They have us in sight. We're just concentrating on landing since we're on final. They're turning base. Flight degrees flaps. 20 degrees. It's easy to just go down in straight 30. Oh, I got him in sight. See him?
Yeah.
It's going to fly right alongside us, so we pretty much timed that perfectly, like right in formation. So they were just a little bit above our wingtip, and that's why we couldn't see them.
Right, yeah.
Yep, there they are. I kind of want to race them, touchdown first, It's pretty cool, doing simultaneous operations. Degrees of flaps. Okay, got the field made. Power's gonna come out. And transition from a landing attitude to a level pitch attitude. There we go. Gonna ease up on the brakes. Up on the nose wheel. All right.
Isn't that 49 Mike? Table make Charlie. Taxi parking via Golf, main my frequency.
Charlie Golf, this frequency, 4649 Mike. Okay, now once we pass the hold short line, we're going to do our after landing checklist. Now we don't have to pull out the checklist because this is what you have to do. Alright, your airplane?
My airplane.
Flaps up. RP cold. That's it. Now go ahead and take us home. Oh wow, I didn't notice some military helos we got.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
So cool.
I don't think that they were here before, right?
No.
No, they weren't. Pretty neat.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Can I go check it out?
Shit.
Would they let it?
I don't know.
Tower, Cirrus 1531 Charlie, holding short, 24 left, ready for departure, westbound.
It looks like they already got the fuel trucks out there, so they might just be getting up on out of here.
Yeah.
But, man, I wonder what these are. These almost look like attack helicopters.
For taxi,
Yeah.
Lakefront Tower, Cirrus 1531 Charlie, holding short, 24 left, ready to go
Oh, there's a
westbound.
Black Hawk too.
Cirrus 31 Charlie, runway
Oh, yeah.
24
That's a
left,
squadron of
take off,
Apache
proceed on
helicopters.
course, remain out of class Bravo airspace.
So cool.
24 left on course, remain clear Bravo.
And that one's a Black Hawk helicopter.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Very neat.
Wow. Never seen them in
Touchdown 450, runway 248, taxi to Golf Hotel.
Now, if you, I'm not sure how long you're going to be stateside, but in
Turning base, 4 Whiskey Delta.
August or September,
Delta runway 248,
we have a really good air show.
Runway 24 right, clear for option, 4 Whiskey Delta.
We actually have one of the best air shows in the country, and there's a lot of military squadrons that come up here for that. We have the Blue Angels perform.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you slow it up for me a little bit? Alright, just go ahead and park it next to 89 Delta.
take front, left side.
Very good. Oh, go ahead.
Left side 1 on the
Brakes.
Left side 1
take a little bit.
let's get that over the next one. Left side 1, roger, hold position.
Alright. Go ahead and do the shutdown checklist.
Right now, then I'll touch ground 2 full right, that'll get you right out.
Go ahead. See, we did this, but I mean, this is so easy that I didn't even bother, but go ahead and do the securing airplane checklist.
Wow. Alright, so, do you have any questions with what we did today? Do you want to save it for inside and just clean up the airplane? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you think they would let me like go check the?
I mean, they might, but you know, looks like the fuel trucks are there, the crews are out there, so it looks like they were just using this as a fuel stop, so they might get out of here. But yeah, we can go ahead and see after we're done.
Today is April 18th. One 409.0. Open is 7334.9 and 07336.1.